A fly is this insect. So if you say that someone wouldn't hurt a fly, that is a figurative way of saying that they are very kind and gentle and would not hurt anyone, not even a fly.
Come on, people. You're safe as Sunday with me. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Say it, Burns! Say I never shot you! Before.
Shot? By you, I'm afraid not, my primitive friend.
Primitive refers to something or somebody relating to very old times, like a society at a very early stage of development, with people living in a simple way without machines or advanced technologies, for example. Example: primitive races colonized these islands 2,000 years ago. Mr. Burns called Homer his primitive friend, meaning to insult him and call him ignorant or simple-minded.
Your kind has neither the cranial capacity nor the opposable digits to operate a firearm.
As you may know, the noun kind refers to a group with similar characteristics, or a particular type.
Is it me, or are you just becoming a little bit more human? You are the last of your kind.
In this case, Mr. Burns is still referring to Homer as a primitive or prehistoric person, as if he were a caveman.
Your kind has neither the cranial capacity nor the opposable digits to operate a firearm.
So he says that Homer does not have the cranial capacity, that is, the intelligence, nor the opposable thumbs to handle a gun. Opposable thumbs is how we call the thumbs seen in human hands. They can be placed opposite the other fingers, allowing the hand to hold and handle objects.
The one who shot me was... Maggie Simpson! With the sunblocker in place and the town aghast, I was on top of the world.
Sunblocker is what he's calling the giant disc which was placed in front of the sun and covered the whole town from daylight. Aghast is an adjective meaning extremely shocked or horrified. This word is not very common. And if you say that you feel, or that you are on top of the world, you are emphasizing that you feel extremely happy and healthy.
Yeah, man, we did it! This whole company is ours!
Oh, no,
That's
it's
mine.
not.
That's mine.
Andy?
It's all mine! I'm on top of the world!
So I wanted to kick up my heels and indulge my sweet tooth. I feel like celebrating. Oh, it's you. What are you so happy about? I see.
The expression to kick up your heels means to relax and enjoy yourself a lot, for example, at a party. Now, if you say that you have a sweet tooth, you mean you have a craving or desire to eat sweet foods, especially sweets and chocolate. So if you indulge your sweet tooth, you are allowing yourself to enjoy the pleasure of eating sweets. Example: I like to indulge myself on holiday with things like massages and spa treatments.
So, we are at peace once more. Let us indulge in exaggerated displays of affection.
This guy, I love him. Get over here.
My brother, over here.
You're my everything over here!
You color my world over here.
Yes. That's the one. Smithers had thwarted my earlier attempt to take candy from a baby, but with him out of the picture, I was free to wallow in my own crapulence.
To thwart somebody means to prevent them from accomplishing something. So if you thwart a person's attempt to do something, you are stopping them from being successful.
As you know, every diabolical scheme that I've hatched has been thwarted by Austin Powers. And why is that, ladies and gentlemen?
Mr. Burns is saying that Smithers had stopped him from taking candy from a baby before, but now that he is out of the picture, that is, he is not present anymore, he will not be able to interfere and stop him. Now, even though in English there is a figurative expression to take candy from a baby, meaning to do something that is very easy and offers no challenge or resistance, here Mr. Burns means it literally. He has actually tried to take candy from Maggie, a baby. So he says that without Smithers to stop him, he could indulge his impulses for eating sugary food.
I think you'd better drop it. But the old axiom was misleading. Taking the candy proved exceedingly difficult. I said drop it!
An axiom is a statement which is regarded as being accepted or true, without the need for proof. For example, the axiom, "You cannot give what you do not have." So Mr. Burns refers to taking candy from a baby being easy as a misleading axiom, saying that the task actually proved to be very difficult, which is quite humorous when we think about it. Something considered misleading gives you the wrong idea or impression about it.
Hey, I thought you were at table 6.
No, 9.
Oh, see, before you, when you showed it to me, you held it that way, which was misleading. Well,
Stricken, I lurched forth in search of aid, but finding only slack-jawed gawkers, I gave up and collapsed on the sundial.
To lurch is to move in a way that is not regular or normal, making sudden movements backwards or forwards or from side to side, especially in an uncontrolled way. So he says that he lurched forth in search of help. A gawker is a person who stares openly at someone or something. For example, after a bad car accident on the highway, gawkers often slow down for a look. A slack-jawed person is someone with their mouth open in surprise. A sundial is a device similar to a clock that looks like this, which indicates the time of day by the position of the shadow of some object exposed to the sun's rays.
Then with your last ounce of strength, you pointed to W and S, or, from your point of view, M and S. Maggie Simpson.
Lisa is saying that Mr. Burns gathered all the energy he had left, that is, his last ounce of strength, and pointed to the W and S letters as a way of informing who had shot him.
What? No! With my last ounce of strength, I sucked out my cold fillings and swallowed them. Those paramedics have sticky fingers.
If you say that somebody has sticky fingers, you mean that they have an inclination or tendency to steal. Mr. Burns is saying that he swallowed his gold teeth pieces to keep the paramedics, who would help him, from robbing him.
If Maggie could talk, I'm sure she'd apologize for shooting you.
I'm afraid that's insufficient. Officer, arrest the baby.
Yeah, right, Pops. No jury in the world's gonna convict a baby. Maybe Texas.
To convict somebody of a crime is to declare them to be guilty. This is normally done by a jury or the decision of a judge in a court of law. Now, why does he say maybe Texas? Culturally, many other states look at Texas as being a very conservative state. For example, it is one of the states that still has the death penalty. Chief Wiggum is joking that perhaps Texas would be strict enough to convict a baby of a crime.